Hi, I'm Valerie Engelhardt, and in this video I am going to paint a loose half portrait inspired by the 2023 Inktober prompt drip. Now in this I am using a single color so that I can focus on values instead of getting all hung up on color. And this color is by Rockwell Canada called Paliba Diamond Blue, and I'm painting it on an 8x10 block of Arches hot press paper, 140 pounds. And what I've done is off screen, I have a reference image that I've put in black and white and have reduced its values so that I just see a dark tone, a light tone, and a mid-tone. And in this, anywhere that is white, I'm leaving white for the highlight. And so the goal here is it's the first wash, so I'm just sort of mapping out without a sketch where I'm going to put the facial features. And this, I haven't sped it up at all. This is all real time. So you can kind of see how much time I take in making a decision, and that in so many videos, it looks like you need to paint watercolor really, really fast. But it's okay to take your time. And with the way I like to paint, I really like for there to be those like cauliflowers or those watercolor blooms. I love some of that texture that you really only get with watercolor paints. So you're not going to see me be too precious about how I lay down my color. Because the paper is wet, I am going in with some darker pigment to get a nice, soft, wet in wet look. Hi, Valerie here. I just wanted to pop in real quick and ask, do you want to paint with bold, vibrant watercolor? Well, I teach you how to paint this beautiful, dare I say, elegant elephant using bright tube paints and lovely texture effects. Just go down to the link below, and it doesn't cost any money. Sign up and you get a free watercolor lesson along with the line art so you can follow along. Okay, back to the video. And we're back. The first layer has dried, and now I'm going to start adding in some detail. And in this case, I am starting to work on the eye. As humans, we put a lot of emphasis on eyes. So it's also very important not to make them too big. That is something that a lot of artists tend to struggle with, I've noticed, when doing a portrait, is because we have such importance in the eyes, they get made really big. And so definitely my advice would be to paint what you see, not what you think you see. So eyes are actually much smaller than we give them credit for. And so pay attention to that when you're doing art. And since I really wanted to do this painting, it's really a study and I wanted to do it quickly. That's why I only did half of the face. One, because it's drip, so later I can add drips to give it a bit of a surreal feel. Right there you see that I lifted some of the pigment to create a highlight in the eye. And it's great to do whenever the paint is wet but has dried just a little bit, because otherwise if you lift it immediately, the rest of the pigment's just going to flood back in. So now I'm focusing on the other eye. This side is more in shadow. So as you see, I'm adding even more paint to give dimension to that side. I love how this particular paint splits into like these darker, cooler blues and these warm ultramarine greens. It's just such a fabulous color. I love these paints that split so that you can use just one color, but you get a range of hues. And at this point, I'm just going to keep adding in my dark values to give a greater three-dimensional form to my portrait. Unfortunately, because it's watercolor, it's highly reflective, so the light from my lamp, plus just from the window, is making it a little difficult to see. But here I am lifting out another highlight. And I'm going to take this time to say, if there's anything that you're struggling with or anything that you want to see how I paint it, let me know in the comments below. I do read all of them and take them into consideration because I'm always interested in painting new things. Right at this point, I'm going to lift my block because I want to add those drips. I mean, the prompt is drip. I need to add some dripping. So I've loaded up a squirrel mop brush and I'm just squeezing, as you can see, just squeezing the hairs on the brush to force that water and pigment out. And I've got my board at the angle so that gravity does the work for me. I don't want to control the drips too much because I do want it to look very natural. And here's the finished painting. If you like what you saw, like this video and let me know. And if you want to see more, subscribe because I post videos every week. Thanks for watching. See you later. Happy painting. Bye.